Good morning. I'm Randy Owen from SomeCoastHepatitisCFriends.org, here with my daily journal, Hepatitis C, Living with a Dragon. I'd like to welcome everybody. This is the first edition of our online format to increase awareness for hepatitis in America today. I am affiliated with the Tampa Bay Hepatitis and Liver Disease Support Group, the Chance Center of St. Petersburg, where we treat uninsured people for hepatitis C at no cost. I'm here today to talk about my friends. Without friends, I wouldn't be where I'm at today in dealing with hepatitis. There was a period where I was almost beaten by it, so I felt a need to create a format to deliver a message about how I deal with hepatitis C. I was diagnosed in 2000 with hepatitis C, and at the time I really didn't know much about hepatitis. I went online and found out a lot of the current treatment standards. I went through treatment. As yet I have not been successful, and that may change in the future, God willing. This format deals with how I go about it, and I'd like to share my experience. So, friends, when I first found out I had hepatitis C, I wasn't afraid at first until I found out it was chronic. When it was chronic, unto death, it scared me. So I kind of went into a shell. I felt the stigma of living with hepatitis C, which I have since found is not necessary. It's a blood-borne disease, and we can take precautions to protect others and ourselves from sharing or exposing people to this disease. I have become an advocate, and one of the main reasons is how it's affected my life. Not just me, my brother Richard Owen, private in the Marine Corps, died in 2007 from liver cancer. He'd been under care with the VA for approximately 10 years when they said to him, "Oh, by the way, you have hepatitis C." And 1 year later, he died from liver cancer. And that issue is why we need to become aware of this disease. It can raise its ugly head, we call it the dragon, before we want to do it before it's too late, but it can do it before it's too late oftentimes. People can have this disease for up to 20 to 30 years, and then the effects, the side effects of this disease, fatigue, depression, and other things that you can find out, I'm sure, online yourselves. And I dealt with all of those. Still do. So I'm an advocate today. I went to Washington, D.C. and in April for World Hepatitis Day. And the interesting thing is I ran across the posters that they had given to all the people. I had somebody else. We were carrying these around, and when we opened them up, there was a picture of somebody who had passed due to this disease, and I was looking for that poster that had my brother, because I had sent a picture to the National Viral Hepatitis Roundtable, who put on the event, and lo and behold, I found it, and a man by the name of Alan Franciscus of the HepCAdvocate.org out in California was carrying my sign. So I got to meet some really nice people, to make friends, and I wrote a song about that I wanted to play today. I like to play a few songs while during my sessions here. It helps me out. It comforts me, helps me share part of how I deal with hepatitis. So I'm going to get another sip of this fine coffee on a beautiful morning. It's raining out here in St. Petersburg, Florida. And I'll play the song. It's called Pierre. I wrote it probably 20 years ago, and it means more today than ever.
Daddy would play Russell Pierre in this boat, laughing and barking back on the lawn of our two-story life. Then one day, Daddy left us him and we had to move to a smaller house with a smaller yard. Then I'd spend my days with him wagging his tail after me as I cut through neighbors' yards on a shorter path to somewhere else. He's a lookout, I would say, to the band of schoolboys as we remake jokes of brothers told and mischief. A stick throwing and a basset hound we all knew could never, ever follow anything but me. Endlessly on her doorstep with that same smile on his face. Pierre. Now I wander under different influences, can take the same path they all seem to take. But like the boy I still am, I pretend as if he's back there, sniffing the ground after me. Sure it's safe for me. Pierre. And now we weave our way back home together with him wagging his tail after me. He's making sure it's safe for me.
Thanks for letting me share that song called Pierre. This is Hepatitis C, Living with the Dragon. I'm Randy Owen. I'd like to thank Suncoast Hepatitis C Friends.org, the Chance Center of St. Petersburg, for their help and support. We'll talk about that later. I'd like to thank others, Alan Franciscus, of course, Bill Remake, and many other people who have helped me along this journey. And until our next installment, have a great day.